welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I just had a game fire up that looks like it could be an interesting one, so I thought I'd start recording and we'll see if it actually pans out. But the main reason that I wanted to record it is because it has Uro in it, and I didn't, in my last recording, I never actually had an opportunity to really showcase the card in any way, and it might be good here. Who knows? So we'll at least hopefully get a look at it. Of course, if he bolts the bird, hand does get a lot worse, but or that, there's always that. Opponent's playing a combo deck, so interestingly enough, excuse me, would I want to Bloom Tender here? Would I want to dig with Uro and try to find I think spending my mana as much as I have is probably more sensible. So we'll do that. But, yeah. I think my opponent's got the kind of deck that really requires me to get a card as fast as possible. So here comes Bergie and... or certainly at least the kind of start that would require it. Well, I sure would have liked to have a land at any point here. But, hey... I'm probably a dead meat. You know, I'm probably dead here. The question is whether or not I tutor and try to like save myself essentially from my opponent comboing me off. I don't exactly know how they're going to win, or do I just want to keep developing mana? I think I'd rather develop mana, hope I don't lose the game immediately on the spot, and then, you know, I've got something going here with my mana sources. Because depending on what they're doing, I wouldn't imagine that the deck always, like if it's a bunch of rituals and stuff, I mean, there's no way to know for sure what it is that the game plan is for my opponent. I said, I'd really like to get Karn, but I could slam a One Ring and maybe buy some time. That's nice to see go away. And it's also possible that I don't necessarily need to grab the Karn. It's a tough situation. It's pretty much my opponent's game to win here, if that makes sense. So I can't do much. I do like that Uro at least dug me into the Bloom Tender Halfling combo, but I don't know. In a way, I kind of wish it was still in my hand because I could have Imperial Sealed and then Uro'd the card into my hand. We'll see what happens. If I'm dead, I'm dead. Can't do too much about it. I need to either draw a counter here. If I can't draw a counter, I can play my commander for 2, and then tap for 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, that's getting abraded. So none of this is too bad. This doesn't win the game, and that's really the fear. So my opponent just wins the game. 3 cards left. They're doing a lot of stuff. I don't know if the stuff they're doing matters too much. Another, oh, we can't block. That's a free card. That's just, costs 1 red to generate a red to draw a card. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's obviously Red Storm. I just, put a card on top is not good. Not good at all. DRC over there giving him card selection. All bad news. Grape Shot. Brutal. Brutal. So maybe I should have tutored, but I wouldn't have gone for, I mean, anything that would have stopped this necessarily. Okay, I mean, this is rough. but not lethal. I mean, as soon as they buy a payoff like Wheel of Fortune or something, I'm probably hosed. But the other hand, they did fill the graveyard up for Uro, which would stop a lot of the pain. So, do I get Ancient Tomb here? Or do I get another source of colored mana? 1, 2, 3. So I can exile. So this is going to be the 4th card. So if I get a fetch land, I could just put Uro into play. But I've also got Yogg Will, and I could ignore Uro for now and go ahead and spin out a ton of mana. So if I do that, really the card that I want is Karn. But if I kick out a bunch of mana, what am I afraid of? I'm afraid of Narset would be good too, but I think I get a fetch and I slam the 1 ring, and then on the next turn we go. So if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to get a blue. Or I get a wasteland. Sorry, a strip mine. Then slam the 1 ring. Then I strip mine them. It is interesting. It's not clear what's correct here. So I think Ancient Tomb gives me the most sort of options, but I guess I'm just going to get a fetch land. I'd like to have the option to play Uro, is the thing. Yeah, that's some damage. They're down to 1 card, and if I do play an Uro here, if they're out of gas, what is this? Okay, yeah, they're kind of out of gas. All right, so let's get green black, I think. Or do I want tropical? Or do I want to buy underground? I'll take a damage. Funny enough, I really wasn't expecting Uro to be all that important here, but it looks like it is. And that totally blunts their offense. They've got a Dragon Rage Channeler, so I mean, now if I can get 1 more turn, I need him to not kill me this turn, then I can Merchant Scroll. Yeah, that's whatever. For a mana drain, and then I'm feeling pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, just more ramp. Without Wheel of Fortune or the many red card drawing that's available. Drum is nice. It's essentially free because I can tap Thrasios. Whenever you cast a red permanent, this deals the damage. So none of these, it doesn't matter if they attack me, so I will get my cards. And my life, no land into play. Well, there's the Karn I wanted. We'll play the drum for free, basically. So I want a Merchant Scroll for the mana drain, so the defenses are good. I'm going to take a big beating here. But I think I got this. I can Snapcaster Merchant Scroll at some point if I need to. But having the ability to not, yeah, there we go, crash through. Creatures you control gain trample, draw a card. Just yield to that, yield to this. If I just mana drain here, then I don't have to worry about it. It's only 1 mana though, but it's fine. What I don't want is a series of them churning through. Yep. A bunch of cards, so. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. What I can do is stop attacking with Uro for now until I establish a stronger board. Alrighty. And we'll just sit on my moat and my counterspell. Opponent's down to 4 mana. I can fly over, but what is? I don't understand. Oh, they drew a card. That's what it was. Trample and plus X or X plus another cantrip. Okay. If that thing keeps growing, they're gonna Okay, creatures you control gain first strike. Okay. Free. This is why I did the mana drain last turn. It was just this kind of nonsense. Alright, Karn should live. And then I didn't exile an artifact, so brutal. This is nutty. I would very much like to see a land. A creature who flies is a real problem for me. Suppose I can activate Thrasios. Alright, let's swing with Uro because I'm gonna Tavish and set things up that way, and then I've got Force. So let's get some life and some cards, and a card. This is more challenging than it has any right to be. If I'm not going to block... Okay, if I'm not going to block, actually what I can do is this. Just realized. Uro drew me a card, so this will protect my life total. I don't have to block. This will blunt a good quantity of attacks. And they're not going to be able to kill both of my planeswalkers with one attack here. I can actually block a 3/3 because it's a 2/3. 2 points from this won't kill Karn, and then the 4/4 won't kill Tamiya. I have to send them both, and then I can just block with one. So basically, yeah, he obviously wants to kill Karn quite badly. Karn, right? So Karn, yeah. So there's no reason to block at all. We just let it through. Opponent's out from under the Karn prison. But in a second, I'm gonna, but provided that they don't go off here, Pyroblast, targeting Tamio. Do I care? Pyroblast doesn't win the game, but if my opponent had a game-winning play like Wheel of Fortune, they would play it and then Pyroblast to protect, right? Maybe they wouldn't. So if I force here, do I need Tamio? I don't really need Tamio to win. And I've got Yogwill. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I can kick out Karn and Tamio in short order if I have to. But again, I'm going to win with cards, I think. I'll be okay. Chomp. Just awful. Can I please find some mana? Oh, Rollick is nice also. Alright. Play a land. Attack with Uro. Play a land. Very hard to beat an Uro, I think. Okay, next card. So it was Rollick, land, and something I didn't want. I don't remember what it was. I just remember I don't want it. So we'll get this guy. We're going to copy artifact the Soul Ring. Could copy the One Ring, but I think with Uro running, I don't think I'm as worried about that. So then the question is, do I want to, so we're going to exile one of these guys, and we've got 2 to deal with, so 2, 3, 4, I can afford to take a point of damage here. I'm not going to block, so let's just do this. Let's get these guys in play. And let's get rid of this freaking flyer before my opponent continues to delirium through more cards there. So again, I have to leave counterspell down for churn here, but I have 9 mana next turn. I have a One Ring and an Uro running. By taking this out here, he doesn't get the delirium like as easily, you know, spinning through all of his cards. Untimely, change the target. Ooh, nasty. And I'm gonna get forced. Brutal. So that takes care of Uro if he wants. Wait, really? What is that choice? So if I'd played that on their turn, on his turn, and he had like if he draws like a Wheel of Fortune or something here, that Untimely could have been a counterspell for my Force of Negation, but instead, what are we going to send everybody at that? Okay, sure. Let's see if the One Ring is enough card advantage. So I'll set that into the I'll set that in the command zone, not trying to will it back into play, because I would like to will Karn and Tamio and so forth back into play. exile the top 2 cards. Oh wow. And they played those cards this turn, so it's a matter of how much mana my opponent has. Opponent could totally go off though because of the fucking the Burgee, pardon my language. It's paid, so this copies. Brutal. I didn't think I would have 2 spells I would have to deal with. Sundering. Let's see. Target Preacher, draw a card, it's a freebie. Destroy target land, search for a land. Don't care about that. So I can stop this, it stops 2 cards, and then it's whatever they find with Crimson Wasps or whatever, so I guess that's what we'll have to do. Let's exile that. So now they can Crimson Wasps for free, and they can destroy one of my lands. So they have no cards in hand, so what do they draw? Okay, surveil, draw. I hate how many turns I've had to let my opponent just do whatever they want. Sundering Eruption. I think I played it correctly. I mean, I think that I think I win next turn, but do they win this turn? That's really what it comes down to. Okay, land. Perfect. Alright. The answer was no, they don't. So now we just lose a couple life and we're good. We can lose 3 life per turn and gain 3 life per turn, so. Oh. Yeah, we can. Okay. So we just will. Exile that damn thing finally. Bayou. Attack with this, gain the life back. Sneak in a wasteland. Grab a Force of Will. And then we waste them. Whew, well, that was close. I liked the row there. It certainly didn't do what I was hoping for right in the beginning and just randomly hit land. But a few turns later, it stopped. I was getting beat down for, what was that, 11 per turn? 11 per turn is kind of a lot, even in Commander. But Uro stopped all 11 points of damage and then started gaining me life once I had the board state in a good spot, as well as drawing cards. So I actually got to do exactly what we put it into the deck for, and that was really awesome, very satisfying. So perfect game. I did not know that it was going to go that route, of course. Very kind of nail biter there in a couple of turns. Yeah, I didn't know it was going to turn out this way, but I'm very pleased to see it. I was just reviewing the game that I'm about to upload. But that's it for this deck and this shorter video, but I thought it'd be cool to upload an Uro game, and we had one. So can't beat it. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.